be careful where you spend your time, because when you get good, everyone wants a piece of it.
To sit there and to promote it and to be able to market it with Facebook and things like that. Obviously, I know you say, hey, don't go chasing, silver linings, but also I don't want to leave a lot of money out on the table with something like this. Now, his stuff is really legitimately good. Like, the guy knows, obviously he knows more than me. I mean, he knows a lot of stuff just by looking at the different websites that he does design and things like that. So is that something I should go after? Is that something I should partner up with somebody? I'm looking for advice on that.
Yeah,
I know there's no right or wrong, but
I'll give you my advice and then Damian can give you his. But my advice would say that, obviously you only have so many hours in a day. That's number one. So make sure you're cognizant of that, because once people know you're a good marketer, you are the most important person in the room, because there's a zillion freaking very pretty apps, amazing websites, great pieces of technology that don't know how to get any eyeballs to it. They have no clue, and they think that it's the idea that matters. We all know that ain't true. The idea doesn't matter. It really doesn't. It's about the marketing. It's about the eyeballs. It's about the attention, right? And so the only thing I always say in this, and I think I say it in Psychopathic Sales, and that is like, be careful where you spend your time, because when you get good, everyone wants a piece of it. And if you're not careful, you will be spinning your wheels trying to take projects that are in their infancy stages, which, listen, every one of you starts in the infancy stage for local lead gen in your 5-mile radius. Taking a local lead gen site from infancy to leads is a totally different ball of wax than taking a national lead gen or national project from infancy to where it's at, especially when you get in a really competitive industry such as finances and money. Because listen, there's only a few industries in the world where someone makes more money than the banking and finance industry. I mean, bankers basically run the whole world. I mean, when you really boil it down to the core of who controls all the money, controls all the people, right? So you're talking about industries where the biggest of the big are playing, right? And so I would just be really careful that you don't bite off more than you can chew. And also I'd be careful that, whoever if you did partner with someone, can they even put enough time into it? Because a lot of times on these deals, I don't know if this is true on this one, but a lot of times these guys and gals that are doing startups, they don't usually have this big, oh, hey, it's your 15, 20 grand a month to get this thing going, right? They're usually like, hey, it's sweat equity. Put your sweat equity in, help us get to the promised land, and then you're going to get paid, which is cool, because it shows you how much people value our skill sets, that they're willing to break off equity in their companies, that they have big, grandiose visions, and they're going to put tons of their own sweat equity and money into. But it can be a very dangerous move, just because you have no guarantee of money in the time that your business, because I know your business is kind of doing this right now. And I think I don't know your deal. I don't even know if you know the deal. I don't think I would personally mess with it unless I had some guaranteed big bucks to play ball with, because it's not going to just be sweat equity. As you know, you're going to have to be getting backlinks, and you're going to have to be doing content. You're going to be doing stuff that's going to cost real money.
Yeah.
And so again, without knowing all the details of it, my advice stays the same: is those deals are everywhere. Every life insurance, banker, mortgage broker, real estate agent, they'll all partner with you and give you a cut of their dough if you go and do all the work up front for the backside of it. Every one of them will do it. Once they know that you know your stuff to a certain extent. So just be careful that you don't take a bunch of those deals on thinking you're hitting these massive home runs, and really what happens is you just wasted 6, 7, 8, 9 months of your life, and that they run out of money, and then you're back at square one and you burned all that time. That'd be my advice for everyone listening.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't I mean, just being in this for 4 years, I've been presenting lots of those when I first started, and I did it. I didn't listen to Dan. And I mean, it took me 3 years to get to 6 figures. So don't get me wrong, like I still got there, but I could have got there quicker if I would have just stayed focused. And your business, based on what you've been telling me and like what Dan said, has been going up. So I would just stay focused. Like what I've learned as an entrepreneur over the last like 4 years, well, 5 before in the program, like it's just laser focus is what makes money grow exponentially. And so many times we just chase shiny objects. Like I've done it a lot. But I've learned from those mistakes. So I think with you and everyone listening, it's just making sure that you're always going to get presented those opportunities from the sound of it, like Dan said, and I agree 100%. It just didn't sit right because I'm like, man, you're going to put in so much time. There's going to be money, and you got to know your value. Like I know my value. I'm not going to do something unless I'm getting paid at least X amount, or I'm going to take like equity, like Shark Tank, like give me a piece. Because I'm just not going to work for free anymore. And I used to do that. And then they just wouldn't value. They're like, oh, we're going to go in a different direction. I just wasted 3 months when they went in a different direction. So, right. So I would just stay focused on like, there's just what you have at hand. And unless he's going to give you 15 grand and, don't get mad at your money. So.